eGlass is an illuminated glass writing board with a built-in camera, and it's fantastic for distance learning. But did you know it's incredibly effective for hybrid and in-class teaching as well? Let's take a look at how it works. You'll set up eGlass in your classroom facing your students. Because it's transparent glass, your students can see you through the glass itself, but your writing will appear backwards for them. Fix that by plugging eGlass into your PC, Mac, or Chromebook, which runs the eGlass software that flips the image back to normal. Then simply connect your computer to your large classroom display with an HDMI cable. Now your writing will not only be flipped back to normal, but you and your writing will be larger than life. And because you're facing the built-in eGlass camera the whole time, every student in the class will feel like you're looking right at them. For a more dramatic look, drop a black background behind you and turn the glass lights on, and your students will be drawn in by the ink's vivid glow. And by using the eGlass software on your computer, you can also drag in digital content into your lessons with automatic background removal. Slideshows, browser content, documents, pictures, and other digital media can be blended with your physical ink. For hybrid teaching, you can easily run your preferred video conferencing software from your computer that's connected to eGlass, and your online students will see the same exact image from the eGlass camera that the students in the classroom see. You can even promote digital citizenship by having students come up to the glass and collaborate with their classmates. Whether they're sitting in the back of the classroom or tuning in virtually, every student feels like they're sitting in the front row with the teacher looking right at them. How's that for digital equity? eGlass marks a fundamental shift in teaching methodology, which really hasn't changed for thousands of years. Think about the history of teaching mediums, from ancient methods like scratching on a cave wall, carving hieroglyphics, and bleeding characters across scrolls, to more modern methods like chalkboards, whiteboards, slide projectors, and even interactive flat panel displays. All these pedagogical methods have two things in common. First, the teacher always has to turn away from their students to write. And secondly, the finished work only contains the writing. The teacher's face is never included. eGlass defies these rules through embodied teaching, merging the teacher's writing and their facial expressions, gaze, and gestures, which research shows all play a major role in student engagement. See, when you write on a whiteboard or interactive display, you turn your back to your students, eliminating that valuable face-to-face connection. And when you turn to your students, you're no longer facing the content on the board. Even partially turning to the side when you write moves your eyes away from your students, effectively cutting off engagement. It's the same while using a tablet. Sure, you're facing your class, but it forces you to look down when you write. With eGlass, you're always facing your content and your students, cueing them in with important nonverbal communicators like your gaze, gestures, and facial expressions. There have been so many teaching methodologies introduced to increase student engagement: social and emotional learning, digital equity, hybrid learning, teacher mobility, flip the classroom, blended learning, etc. And our hope is that this increase in student engagement leads to a better chance for learning achievement. Well, eGlass not only encapsulates all of these methodologies, but it jumpstarts student engagement by providing that critical visual embodiment of the teacher within the lesson, drawing students in with the teacher's facial expressions, gaze, physical gestures, and an unprecedented level of social and emotional partnership. When teachers try eGlass for the first time, the increase in student engagement is almost overwhelming. To learn more about eGlass and embodied learning, visit eglass.io.